Good afternoon, brothers and sisters of Christ. Welcome to another reading through the Bible study with Law of Christ Ministries. This is day number 15. Let's continue our daily reading in God's Word. We're still in the book of Genesis. Now, these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar, Sarah's slave girl, bore to Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by the names of his clans. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, Kedar, Nabdel, Masam, and Masma, Iduma, Mase, Kodat, and Timon, and Litur, and Nephis, and Kidma. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names in their tents and in their encampments, 12 rulers according to their nations. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And breathing his last, he died and was added to his kin. Now he settled from Heolat to Sour, which is facing Egypt, until one comes to the Assyrians. He settled facing all his kinfolk. Excuse me. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Now Isaac was 40 years of age when he took Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Mesopotamia, sister of Laban the Syrian, as a wife for himself. And Isaac petitioned the Lord concerning his wife Rebekah, because she was barren. And God heard him, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant, and the children were cavorting with her. And she said, "If it is thus going to be with me, why do I have this?" Then she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from your uterus shall be divided, and a people shall excel over a people, and the greater shall be subject to the lesser." And the days for her to give birth were completed, and she had given twins in her uterus. And the firstborn son came out all red, all over like a hairy hide. Then she named him Esau. And afterward his brother came out with his hand gripping Esau's heel, and she called his name Jacob. Now Isaac was 60 years of age when Rebekah bore them. So the boys grew up, and Esau was a man who knew how to hunt, a rustic, while Jacob was a simple man living at home. And Isaac loved Esau because his game was food for him. Rebekah, however, loved Jacob. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came from the plain languishing. And Esau said to Jacob, "Give me a taste of this red stew, for I am languishing." Therefore his name was called Edom. And Jacob said to Esau, "Sell to me today your rights of primogeniture." And Esau said, "Look, I am going to perish. Why do I have these rights? Why do I have these rights of primogeniture?" And Jacob said to him, "Swear to me today." And he swore to him, and Esau sold the rights of primogeniture to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank, and getting up, he went away. And Esau trivialized the rights of primogeniture. Now a famine occurred upon the land, besides the former famine that had occurred in the time of Abraham. Then Isaac went to Gerar to Abimelech, king of the Philistines, and the Lord appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt, but settle in the land about which I speak to you, and reside in this land as an alien, and I will be with you and will bless you. For to you and to your offspring I will give this land, and I will establish my oath that I swore to your father Abraham, and I will make you offspring as numerous as the stars of the sky, and will give your offspring all this land. And all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in your offspring, since your father Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my ordinances and my commandments and my statutes and my precepts." And Isaac settled in Gerar. Then the men of the place asked about his wife Rebekah, and he said, "She is my sister." For he was afraid to say, "She is my wife," lest perhaps the men of the place killed him for the sake of Rebekah, because she was attractive in appearance. And he stayed on there quite some time. Now Abimelech, the king of Gerar, when he peered through the window, saw Isaac playing around with his wife Rebekah. Then Abimelech surrounded Isaac and said to him, "So then she is your wife. Why is it that you said she is my sister?" And Isaac said to him, "Because I said, lest perhaps I die because of her." And Abimelech said to him, "What is this you have done to us? Very nearly did someone of my kin lie with your wife, and you had brought ignorance upon us." Then Abimelech instructed all his people, saying, "Anyone who touches this man or his wife shall be liable to the death penalty." And Isaac sowed seed in the land, and in the year found barley bearing 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him, and the man was exalted. And he kept getting greater until he became very great. And he had flocks of sheep and herds of cattle and many tilled fields. And the Philistine envied him, and all the wells that his father's servants had dug in the time of his father, the Philistines stopped them up and filled them up with earth. And Abimelech said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you have become much more powerful than we." And Isaac departed from there and lodged in a raven of Gerar and settled there. And again Isaac dug the wells of water that the servants of the father Abraham had dug, and the Philistines had stopped them up after his father Abraham had died. And he gave them names in accordance to the names that his father had named. And Isaac's servants dug in the raven of Gerar and found there a well of living water. And the herders of Gerar quarreled with Isaac's herders, asserting that the water was theirs, and he called the name of the well Injustice, for they did him injustice. Then, setting up from there, he dug another well when they were disputing over that one as well, and he named its name Enmity. Then, settling out from there, he dug another well, and they did not quarrel over it, and he named its name Open Spaces, saying, "Inasmuch as now the Lord has made room for us and increased us in the land." And from there he went up to the well of the oath, and on that night the Lord appeared to him and said, "I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not be afraid, for I am with you, and have blessed you, and will make your offspring numerous for your father Abraham's sake." And he built an altar there and invoked the name of the Lord and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servant dug a well. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop there for today. And Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. God bless.